I'm Danny Kanell with CBS Sports HQ here breaking down all 40 bowl games from this bowl season. Here to help you not only picks outright, but picks versus the spread. That's right. We do it the tough way, and I need some heavyweights to help me out. Tom Fornelli and Barrett Sallee, my colleagues right here at CBS Sports. Here to discuss the Boca Raton Bowl, right down the road here from CBS Sports HQ headquarters in Fort Lauderdale. And for FAU, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing if I was those players. I always looked forward to getting away, like taking a road trip for the bowl game. This is the 2 out of the last 3 years they've played right in their backyard, taking on SMU this season. SMU is a 3.5-point favorite. Tom, which way you lean in this one?
I'm leaning SMU, and one of the reasons is what you just brought up. If we look at this FAU team, not only is their coach gone, as Lane Kiffin is left for Ole Miss, and it's always you never really know how a team's going to react. They played very well in the Conference USA title game after learning that Kiffin was going to be leaving, but this is a few weeks later. Will that emotion carry through? And then, like you said, they're playing at home, so it's like a bowl game is supposed to be a reward. So when you're not going anywhere, it kind of, it takes some of the excitement out for you. And this is a very good SMU team that they're going to be going against. The Mustangs have one of the most explosive offenses in the country. Shane Buechele has thrown for 3,626 yards. He's got 33 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. They have a running back in Xavier Jones who's over 1,200 yards with 21 touchdowns rushing. And they have a receiver in James Proche who's over 1,100 yards with 14 touchdowns. And there's another receiver on the team, Reggie Roberson, who would have finished over 1,000 yards had he not gotten hurt and missed the final 4 games. So if you're not getting the picture yet, this is an SMU offense that can put up a lot of points and do so in a reason. The over-under in this game is very high for a reason. And I think that FAU, with the motivation question of playing at home, not having Lane Kiffin, not knowing how focused they're going to be, I think that they're going to be able to put points on the board simply because SMU's defense, it gives up points nearly as often as its offense scores them. So I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. It's just I don't think FAU has the overall firepower to keep up with the Mustangs over 60 minutes. So I would lay the points with SMU here. But I also, I think this is probably going to be one of the more entertaining games of the bowl season simply because I don't think there's going to be a lot of defense being played.
No, there will not be a whole lot of defense, Tom. I'm with you. I'm taking SMU. I'll lay those points for everything you just said. Xavier Jones is awesome. He is such an entertaining running back. I do think you're going to have the issue with Lane Kiffin and motivation, and if FAU is ready to play. So I'm with you. I think SMU gets the job done. Give me Sonny Dykes. Give me Rhett Lashley with time to prepare. I'm excited to see what that team does. FAU's defense has been solid, but again, the motivation plan at home, I don't necessarily know if they'll be looking in the right direction. With Lane being gone, they might be looking at their futures. SMU is too good to bet against. That team can flat out ball offensively. Shane Buechele wants to show the world that he is the guy that beat Notre Dame for Texas 4 or 5 years ago. So give me the Mustangs.
Should be a fun battle of transfer quarterbacks. Shane Buechele obviously started his career at Texas, found new life at SMU. Chris Robinson, the FAU quarterback, was in an Oklahoma quarterback room with both Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray. I actually covered this FAU team. Harrison Bryant, their tight end, is really athletic, has some NFL potential. And that's the thing about Lane Kiffin's team. He's builded his second chance come to FAU. He's got a lot of talent on here. But I'm with you guys. How motivated is this team going to be? They're watching their coach minutes after they win their conference, bounce to take a better job. And I'm sure they're not upset with him, but you just wonder mentally where they're going to be. I think Glenn Spencer, the interim head coach, is really going to have a challenge getting this team motivated. In fact, riding around the other day, I saw a kid that looked like he was coming from practice. He was on his scooter out there riding around. To me, it just would be such a bummer. I can't imagine it. Plus, SMU, such an impressive season, 10-2. Remember, they crept in the top 25. I just think they're a better team. The one thing that does concern me, though, is the total. I might lean the under because I think you could see a lopsided affair. If FAU does lay a dud and they just kind of lay it in the bag and lay it up, I think they could struggle to score some points. So I think it could be a one-sided affair. I would lean the under in this one just because of that. But in any case, we're all on the same page with SMU as a 3.5-point favorite, a little bit too low on that number. That is the Boca Raton Bowl, taking place Saturday, December 21st at 3:30 p.m.